There's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48. Built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Green Bay Packers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. He'll have a first down past the 40. The 40, 20, 10. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead.
Fairbairn lining up for the extra point.
Wow, first play of the game sees 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lines.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, you spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
Fairbairn set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And right away, he lost the football. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
Second and 13. Got a man, that's Richie James. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. They'll try and throw for it here. That's caught. It's Robert Tonyan, the tight end. 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Heck of a move, but only able to work his way down near the 23. It was Mike Hilton up to make the tackle.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And down inside the 15 he goes. 11 yards there, 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Eluding the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Set the tone, defense. Under 10.
Back to throw again. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. From 8 yards out. And the Packers have drawn even here with the extra point to come.
For the point after.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
3-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
1st down, Minnesota.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Cook, and he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 10 more there and another 1st down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line.
5-yard line.
He's already scored once. He definitely had his eyes wide open trying to get in there a second time, but I thought that was a really nice play defensively to deny him.
Yeah, it was. As you said, keeping him away from his second first-quarter touchdown there. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
13. Packers 7. Kaimi Fairbairn set to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's James. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
Packers 7.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Now he's flushed out left. That is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Packers have drawn even here with the extra point to come. And this puts them on top by a penny. It's 14-13.
Makes the score Packers 14, Vikings 13.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up and down the field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Complete. Jefferson the target. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Third down.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he finds Cook. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards.
And good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st down, Cook. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that is caught. Boy, how about that one? He reeled it in one-handed for a touchdown. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the ball.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
At the 40-yard line.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. for a right side here, complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 45-yard line. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll look to throw now on first down. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Touchdown, Packers! Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers have retaken the lead. Now the try here for the extra point. And the lead is now 2.
Is good. Makes the score Packers 21, Vikings 19.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
Vikings.
Play action, they'll throw. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory.
Complete.
A big play there just before halftime. 53 yards.
And the Vikings.
They'll run on first down. It's Cook. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. This will be caught just inside the 10. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Third down, he'll drop to throw. Rolling to his left. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 9-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to regain the lead.
This is why a lot of play callers love play action in this spot. You just want to freeze the linebackers just for a second. Then you got a chance to get a quick pass into your tight end right behind them for a touchdown.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll look to throw. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
And they will have a first down as they are definitely in field goal range now, down at the 20-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Not wanting to take a chance this time. They'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
27-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Hey, one set. Check Mike 50. Go.
He's going to air one out. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 52 yards.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
60. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
Here's Jones. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal.
It's now
they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's got it. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Jay Sternberger, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers have drawn even here with the extra point to come.
Sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. Your chain, name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting at the back. In fact, I sat down with my accountant.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They run it again with Cook. And a nice pickup as this one gets them to the 10-yard line. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
And it brings up 3rd down.
That's complete to his tight end, Ferkser. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. 12 yards there. 1st down, Vikings. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Looking to throw. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. The Vikings send out their punter. And maybe some indecision on getting the punt team out there. And they're going to get a delay. So that'll back them up 5. The Vikings send out their punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
At their own 38-yard line.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. They're going to get about 3 here out of this 1st down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Cook following the penalty, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd and 9 now. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress, and I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. And that's going to leave him with just one timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That'll be complete to Cook. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards.
1st down, Vikings.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
The pass.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Back now at Lambeau. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. They'll break the huddle, send 3 receivers left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5. Now a throw here, hauled in.
The pass.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards there, 1st down Vikings.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
25 yards there on the catch and run. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. They'll contain him to just 4, second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up third.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
5-yard line.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Come on, baby.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Back to throw again. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Richie James, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers are an extra point away from taking the lead. The rain making this treacherous, but the extra point is good, and with it, it'll give them the lead.
Vikings 27.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. They start the drive with Cook. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. short. They'll try and pick it up through the air. Being chased out left. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Less than 2 minutes to play. Down to the wire we go in a one-point game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Cook with a first down and much more. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And finally out of bounds just inside the 10. A big play there out of Cook. 44 yards on the ground. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Cook. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Obviously, the thought process is to score a touchdown there on first and goal, but that loss, that's not critical. Holding on to the football is. Make sure they come away with no less than a field goal in the lead. That's uppermost in their minds.
On second down, Cook. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with third down upcoming. Tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Again, it's Cook. And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a third down and 12. Fullback on the dive. And a short gain down to about the 33. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down.
A gain of 2 yards on the play. Brings up fourth down.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, baby.
Today's final.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And I tell you, these division games never for the faint of heart, but they come through with a tight victory here on the road.
And you find yourself working harder in a game like this too, don't you?
Yeah,
because you got to stay with it, right? You got to stay with it. You got to stay locked in. It's our type of a game. And you just mentioned it. Division game on the road, tight, and they find a way to win it. Way to hunker down, as my old coach used to say, and find your way through.
So for Minnesota, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they'll return home next week to take on the LA Rams. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this, as they're not back in action until week 11. So for Charles Davis,